Okay, difference of two squares. It says here factorize y squared minus 9, right? Now, of course, they won't tell you in the exam that it's difference of two squares, right? I put that there. In the exam, they'll just say this. And you've got to recognize that it's difference of two squares. And the key to it is you look at this and you just got to ask yourself, can I factorize this? Can I put it into a single bracket? Is there anything common here? And there isn't there? You know, you've got y's there, but there's no y's there. There's no numbers that are common, right? So we haven't got a single bracket, all right? But you can see this is a square, isn't it? You square y to get y squared. What do you square to get 9? 3, of course. So what you do is, difference of two squares, you have two brackets, and then literally, as I just said, what do you square to get y squared? Well, y, so you've got y in both brackets. What do you square to get 9? 3. So you've got 3 in both brackets, and then one's a plus, one's a minus. Okay, that's always the same, right? You could put a minus and a plus there, it doesn't matter the order, right? If you want, do FOIL on this. Multiply it out, and you get back to this, right? So you see why it works. The second one, again, I hope you can see difference of two squares, okay? So you've got x in both brackets here, yeah? Because you square x to get x squared. What do you square to get 25? 5, isn't it? Okay, 5. One's a plus, one's a minus. Now maybe I'll put minus there and plus this time, just to show it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't make any difference. When it comes to c, now I'm going to be a bit more careful on c, because straight away I can see actually there is a common factor here. Can you see when you look here? 4? You can take 4 out, can't you? So if we take 4 out, we have a bracket. What do I times by 4 to get 4t squared? Well, that'll be t squared. What do I times by 4 to get minus 16? Well, that'll be minus 4, okay? And you might think you're done, because you've taken 4 out. But if you look in here then, can you see the difference of two squares? So we're going to need to factorize it again, but this time you've got a 4 out here already, so we just pretend, you know, we just ignore it, write it down but ignore it. Factorize this, two brackets. What do you square to get t squared? Well, that's t. What do you square to get 4? Well, that's 2. And one's a plus, one's a minus. Okay? D, factorize this. Now, just look at it closely. X squared, y squared, you squaring x is 100. 100 is a square number, isn't it? 25 is a square number. Yeah? So you're squaring here. But before we do that, is there any common factors here? Think about the numbers. Actually, 25 goes into both of them, doesn't it? So we could actually take 25 out to start with. Okay? And then have a bracket. What do I times by 25 to get 100? X squared, so that's going to be 4x squared. What do I times by 25 to get minus 25y squared? So that'll be minus y squared. Okay? And then you might think you're done, but then again, look in here now, difference of two squares. Because you've got 25 there. But inside then, what do you square to get 4x squared? 2x, 2x. What do you square to get y squared? Y. One's a plus, one's a minus. That was a tricky one, that was. When it comes to E, look for common factors. Nothing there, nothing obvious. Okay? Nothing there, nothing obvious. Nothing we can take out necessarily, is there? Or, when we see 12 and 27, 3 is a factor, isn't it? So let's take 3 out. Okay, what do we times by 3 to get 12? That's 4, isn't it? So 4x squared. What do we times by 3 to get 27? That's 9. So we're going to write minus 9 there. Notice inside that bracket, difference of two squares. What do we square to get 4x squared? 2x. What do you square to get 9? 3. One's a plus, one's a minus. Last one, F. Again, common factors 32 and 50. 2, I think. 2, yeah? Let's try 2. 2 times what gives me 32? Well, that's 16. 2 times what gives me 50? Well, that's 25. Y squared. Nothing more common in here, but notice they are difference of two squares. Two brackets. What do you square to get 16x squared? 4x. Both brackets. What do you square to get 25y squared? 5y. One's a plus, one's a minus. And we're done.